I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Measure see the fi Arsenal team no mum. Na enkomo efi the Sun newspaper enanopa eba HS Mikel Arteta wants let go of 7 key players. Nyame atoma asama ni mu. Sene se sika na ombenya no. Huge amount of money no. Omo de akọ summer transfer market ni mu. Akọ pay players abeboa Arsenal team ni mu. But of your interest, Thomas Tekweku Partey. Nyame atoma on the 30th of June ya. The contract with Arsenal eba na ye. Se ombe extend, se omo extend. Yenim Mikel Arteta nso edi kan bedi nkomo che se oni se players bi beko ongusu a edi ho nkomo nti bia se Partey beka sa 7 key players no no yen hye intimi nim but enen koma the Sun newspaper edi aba e kire se Partey anhwa obeko 7 key players eno bodi omodin ebetu dwa Thomas Tekweku Partey, Jorginho, Neto, Raheem Sterling, Zinchenko, Tierney any Kiyo we any players 7 a omudi abetu dwa se kwan bia so sama idie eyade asa players yi ombetimi afi Arsenal nti ebe monitor situation no ne ahwese Partey obetena ombe send the contract na dia ma no anase obekọ club foforo me de hon komo bebrel ewo afidikese so menko West Ham United in so team no mum na enkomo kakra eba based on write-ups bia eba no kire se sisia no wo hwe PSL oko England PSL ne profits and sustainability regulation being designed as in financial regulation tailored for Premier League football clubs no senior ubia behu in as much as say auto players e dey about team ni mo no eso nso timi san etombi senior at the end no ubenya balance e wo books mama bibia timi asan koso enye se ubenya losses ni bebre and our profits na so betimi asan ba form eno ene de wo mo ehwe senior ma betimi asan koso ye na West Ham team ni mo no as at last summer no almost pledge around 140 million pounds. Winter idea, aman shadan call in for players ahudu bia, ebetimi asan beboom. On loan deal, and marco for Ivan Ferguson so on beboom. And this time around, no, Sisiano omo into a serious situation. It's say omo very close to almost spending limits, no. And tiesi nyami adoma sama no, omo ton players nibi. And tisa Sisiano, West Ham team no munya rebuild. Eso mo koto players nibi. Sisiano is kind of medical akoto players last summer no. Says can almost sanka some the big markets akoto players are ehade asa regulations we omo betimi violate nti betimi asan ho maso betimi asan yehye edu ba be create me demotive and say fine side betimi dey ato so no waso timi san yehye e wo ho no nti sade a 2 key players e no betimi aton wom sama no se no betimi dey equalize bibia na so no be balance books no ama bibia timi asan koso eye Mohamed Kudus and Lucas Paqueta omo e na assistance now omo market value e West Ham team no e was 3 pa enti some person omo ton players ni bia say 2 key players yi emu baako and omo mienu na obetimi asan ton wom yenim say Naif Agued oko loan there oko no na the market value e around 25 million pounds oko yen so say the market value no at about 15 million pounds e books mu ti e be hwe na monitor say nyame adom asama no sen na beko e de ama West Ham United ombeton players ni bi na se omoton a ombeton omo sika seme wosoro na se no betimi anya bi for rebuild na afi so omo PSL ne so ometimi balance e wo mo books ni mu ama bibia timi asan koso ye ti no ni latest a me de eno so April other exciting sports stories e boba Minister of Sports and Recreation Honorable Kofi Adams idi ene na ohye na adwuma ase na ene wahye na adwuma ase nti wabedi nkomo for the very first time class ohye adwuma na ase with Asempa 94.7 FM so on morning show so and my show ejenetinemu na odi nkomo pass nkomo no masone so a se na obetie the most exciting aspects na so hu se ne ndoma ekoso a obebo adwuma especially yen ayewo football fraternity ne mum now me consensus ne mu ne nyina akwa akotie bi asan hwebi o ye ni so answer na no yen subscribe to channel no post notification bell no yemi aso yen fento all na yen san like video and share to other social media platforms so Facebook and TikTok Manual CV Sports wakasa e de afa enoma 5 and ma so ne so amede ebro de di kan the unique set of skills or they ba on board and also as a leader you have to be a good listener to betie will be aside that so you decisive the sefata onkrofo pe no wetimi take decision e wo so de tosumi no ombetimi enya special talent bi e wo Ghana ha nti sankrofo no ye de ombe security services ni mu sene wo mo eboa yen e wo ye sports field no betimi asan nya sika bi nso de security services ne mu say na day in and day out sika asem so betimi asan akosoro the toso miensa the even distribution of government fund to the various national teams here wono eso bi anya bi there be anya black stars nko a na ibetimi asan anya bi the toso 4 se kwan ye befa so anya sika as in fund they are supporting various national teams na say sports field ni nyina ama no metimi asan koso was sending komo for black stars on and also engagement koso crucial meeting we di can chiro on Friday no they akwa akoma GFA for mpanifo say omu ehia ne ya na oma ye meeting no metimi ahwe kwan befa so etimi aboa Ghana football World Cup ne de woka so no as a sports minister do betimi aye bia Ghana ye beko World Cup ne bi no ye betimi asan akọ ama bibi etimi asan akọ so ye de toso about black stars and ye World Cup ne say we penin bi say we akwala why bibi de ama black stars na black stars and a Ghana Football Association entry to year was the wada ekudonto fache Ghana ni nyina kambum ni mpege football ni dum pempen so a esefata na de obetimi aye de obeye pa say GFA no ena ni omenkoyi ana omoye problematic edema Ghana football de esefata sports minister obetimi asan ye nkomo we nyina no ye kotie na ya san ahwe aba na fe de to aso bia no me de aka ho de ama won.
But with this vision and ambition as you should have a very unique skill set you are bringing on board. And of course, this is a sports and recreation ministry, a newly created ministry, unlike the one before. No, what unique skill set and a one kasa ekutawa with the ministry?
Well, first and foremost, maybe can culture will say every leader must be a good listener.
Okay.
Or say we will be a uti, and you must analyze and know. I will say we consultation. I will say uti. Any I will say we take a decision.
Okay.
Decision time is not the time for say winning for engage. Know when to sow, know when to nurture,
okay,
and know when to harvest. The harvesting time and yes sowing time.
Very well.
And sowing time so and yes harvesting time.
Time, okay.
Or say I will say we bibia. So one attribute, one quality I will say as a leader is to be able to listen. But know when to do the listening.
Okay.
Because a true timer also we take quick decisions. Then yes, I'm reno and I was say I feel na wukwa ye consult the wukwa kusunya bibi no. So one, I have that quality of listening and listening to even obi be describe it say ni pe ime ntie na asem no onpe wa asem ana onpe sports no na asem no. I don't see the person as such. If you say nipa no or bibia utia ebebo. I've always been advising people say if you were or kind car na say when you accidents and when you car crash, as sometimes people would prefer it be called once or twice, and we best tie was moving on a highway at maybe 100 kilometers per hour, and between 80 and 100 kilometers per hour. Either nipano car no accident no koye near fatal.
Okay.
And otumi manage car no makano ekujina yi. That person, whether the accident was or the crash was near fatal, say nipano wa bon oni hwea or the beboa wo we maybe driver fufuro awoba.
Okay, I get it.
You can learn something from sir driver. Again na oyeye entia car no is obi enante 100 kilometers per hour ne time be best. Nanso otumi so car no saa maka no ye den ekugina yi a hwe ensi. Obi so enam be 70 kilometers time ne best pe na accident na ebe pie free sa best of time na akwa koye fatal na near fatal before be pra ebinum kura be famu ewu. There is something to learn even from that person. And to me no say oh na ye wa bon oba ye no wa achieve results bia maybe bibintie na wa achieve results no wutie no na nipa no ye genius so a wo behu.
Okay.
Obebiemo ama we say anamo say na me 2 year.
Okay.
And na ede sa year then ede buy. So who to anamo ni bima menka say baby memfa ho but unam ho na wo hia sa year. Have this at the back of your mind.
Okay.
So you need to listen. Apart from that, you must be very decisive.
Decisive.
Yeah. Decisive leadership. And firm. Men dane to say leave. From a boss say now from now a mu boss say now because sports one thing Hanopabia, like I said, Ubenya when you are close to 200 radio station or more or Mecca Sports once. Area pay another 150.
Yeah.
And you may pay another 100.
Yeah.
Or more cash sports once. Obia one the perspectives. Obia one the angle. Or the back. You are sitting there. Remember, you must be able to listen and decide and push the agenda. Knowing say this is the ultimate objective and that we need. And maybe at this time no enye palatable. Would think of when now the media example or most times say obi because I love granite soup.
Okay.
And me the nkatiye the example say ye ma nkatiye say kona kudua maybe ye de ya ma obe bonsia mienu say kona kudua be open cutting kwanti why wajun say o na bonsia mienu ya menye ide ma memfa ba konfa enye nkwan na because me penkwan no ene ubedi no just for 1 day and a maximum 2-3 days.
Okay.
But sa two balls ni na udi kudua ubenya bebre enti wotia you will be able to feed on sankatin ubedia for a very long time. So there are times in talent development, sports development, policy initiatives, policy bi wo ho a emma resource eneya. Now so yeah, because ochina e shasi say ede abami pia ebe piesa wo beti sa for a very long time. And that is one thing in sports.
Okay.
Ebi wo ho a ye me too much say ye pay
resource
immediate. And in your say yeah. Ebe boa ye ochina no na ye jayo no esinche na ye de ni na ye de egu enadi.
Okay.
Ube hu na ochina de so no na asai kra. And that explains what has happened to our sports.
Okay.
Now, and we need to say then resetting.
Okay.
Now reset also when you be our kukudru so that enko say ebinu mo omo pen katin kwan no na ya omo say ukura 2 bowls of granite now yendino na ya.
I get your point.
Wudi omo echi a and your ochina mo bebre e kombedi mu nyina. You must be firm and at the same time fair, but find a way of carrying everybody to along.
Okay. But honorable, the book came actually as a listening leader before your appointment. Not saying that the Ministry of Youth and Sports, any the ministers are passing through that ministry. Not saying our picture or how did you see them working at that particular ministry and then Zachariah Bay?
Well, everybody will be our style. I normally don't want to comment about Omo Abako, and I believe say they achieve near Omo Eseti Omo say Omo be achieve. Me so ene meba with my own style and ways of doing things, hoping say I would achieve me so me initiatives and me target objectives now. I should be able to achieve them. So me person me call so much into predecessors.
But they have achieved according to you. Mustafa Yusuf achieved.
They have achieved what possibly they set out for themselves. And mean to me say the person is a failure because nipa no make say or no a failure. Maybe that's what he set to achieve himself. Yeah, go school no bi wo no need dey na say ono so go school no bi. Sano why na adwin say me so me call me pass it through. Many schoolmates.
Okay.
Man kono say menya grades bi enti se wo ti ho na nipa no nya FF ana onya DD ana EEB na wo complain say nipa na anya dia maybe that's what the person set out to achieve wan ko ho say me kwa konya any excellent grades ya ono ne grades na wo set out to achieve na eno na wenya no so as far as ono ye concern so mejai mejuma me so member beye no me free who I'm sure those who understand the industry and those who also follow it, whether they understand or not, will be the best judges. Usually, I leave that to the followers,
the public.
Other sports here, and the funding to those other sports, say yepija, but because yano in the past, ama kesiane da form na omuso da form.
Okay.
So we need to do something for all of them. All of me, sure say kesiane so. Ye prudent kakra ye betumi asevi kakra e di akwa kwhye
the others okay but honorable regarding the sports fund them ye sure say e ya dia ansa na obe free ministry no obe make sure say na yensa kan a sports fund
if that is the only thing that I would do so that maybe future leaders of that ministry, that sector benya funding nyafe na omube kwa koso line convincing finance minister say yes so my bibi and usually when there are competing needs acquire minister for say acquire the whole was say yeah ayaresabia bebria was say yisi and yiwie education for ejina ho mo ko strike mo yesi na osu bebisa for other sports this now the effect but sports contribute a lot. Look here, one professional player Chika Yetiano any the investment or it helps build our GDP.
Okay.
Currently from the figures we are not doing so much because our sports too
is going down.
Has gone down. But to me, na say ye peja, we are sure say we can contribute even bigger to the GDP. We share history. Anytime we are doing well at the professional level of all sports,
okay.
Now the grassroots sports, na ekosu gidi. The school sports koso. So out of that, the Benya players koso. So out of that, the Benya players, the amateur to play the junior levels.
Okay.
Out of that, the Benya omuswa ombeba bebo yen local professional leagues.
Okay.
Then you sustain. So two things: grassroots sports koye, league koye. Ubem say national and our national level. National teams, almost money. But look at our leagues. They are in a sorry state. So we discussing league na Bonibina AC. Not much. It's not attractive. And he also baby to be able to drive corporate support.
Okay.
To our clubs and to have investment in the leagues so that league and also be attractive to the fans. And again, I can only appeal. Once we work on improving the standards in terms of playing pitches, stadium facility, once say Juma to improve on that.
Yeah.
The fan base, said, or dog and various teams.
Okay.
The Kotoko fans, the Haas fans, the Ebusian drafts of old, the Sekendi, Hazakes,
Samates, the Nations,
the Samates, Legon Cities, and all of them. Ubia Yeden, Enche Odo, and Fama team. Let's show love. Let's be present to cheer them.
Very well.
Let's contribute financially. The cycles, omo. And sorry, view The clubs need that support.
Very well.
They need it because and also in terms of improving some of the playing facilities clubs and then or more. In a way, it goes to support them. It goes to support even their equipment. Their clubs need your buses also because the fan base is not contributing much. And I pray say I'm successful in convincing my colleagues, especially the finance minister, say in Shishebia ewo edema omo the creative industry.
Okay.
Yenye bisum farmer sports, even if for a certain period.
Okay.
So you can say okay, the idea you be mom for maybe the next 5 or 10 years. And waiting, we bet your tax just like any other person. But for now, no, sports and sports related activity beyond in Jemo VAT like mostly a mom flat rate.
Okay.
Like we do for the creatives.
Okay. Okay.
So that a beboa ama process now munya from games, you know, at least omu retaining a bit more, but omu retaining more, no, or say ye very accountable. Now ye this ikano edi ye in Myanmar ebema the sports to develop, especially football.
Very well, fantastic. But Minister, what about Sikasemno? A very critical part. And again, my question is that now we're here African Games, no. Football, a man mema epic goal. But one of the federations are the highlight in this country is the Arm Wrestling Federation. Now it brings us back to the federations. How many sporting federations are you recognized under your ministry?
Well, through briefing now, there were almost 49 federations. But a number of them on the past over a certain period. I mean, person say maybe 4 years,
4 years or 5 years.
5 years.
But a certain period.
A certain period.
Active, a certain period.
A certain period before you come out. But of course, Abaina Kasaso should be very responsible because Abaina Dienim Edding Crawford Munye journalist. Eddie Echo pay visas among say you're the one who call competition be as journalists Abraham Munye journalist.
Yeah.
How can you check
the other federations? Okay.
So who this are bonina? How can you check the other federations? So you yourself must be responsible.
Okay.
Then you can check others. But say, well, we shall say, oh yes, you can have the will to check will be for. So we all have to be very responsible in the way
Soccer is the most patronized and the most participated game in this country, and as such, a lot of sika is pumped there, more especially the Black Stars. The Black Stars be bomb match. Back Kofi my $2 million now. Home community no confess Canada abantentem. Do junior national teams na Emma. How are you going to ensure say sika kakra the be mount for the year no? Be evenly distributed other federations no ebenya bi Black Stars ebenya ne de others ebenya ne de na obi anso eniage na krum ha yasomadwe.
Well, ningina no na share any engagement. Yet na ho na say ye kan inyama bebre wo ho a ye betumi atwemu but wo betwemu no so men fa wonkwa wo pe bi wo ho a mate people will say be decisive, strike, do this, do that. No correct.
Okay.
People will want to see the minister striking because the national team is not owned by anybody. It's not owned by Omo managing team.
The football people.
Ghana for the
yeah.
And a yediama say for example, FA say
manage mine.
So if Ghanaians as shareholders are concerned, you would have to be concerned yourself.
Very well.
So, Entumin Kobano said, those who are managing the thing will think, say, all the shareholders, including even some of the football people, and sometimes including even those who are within or more managing or more concerns, so engagement is one way of resolving many of the issues. So we will have engagement. The engage here, it is say if you look, say Ebisiano or more used to some type of eduani. Say yeah no say na bibinti or say was sound. Untumi mfa wo pe. Say okay, me na me ejaye wo fie ene de sisi ade ye twa yimu ye biom. You may be speaking from the point of the purse that you have, and that is what you can afford.
Okay.
Now, so omo benefiting from adieno in the past, no omo emfanusa. But say what's nase? Anyone can say, look, in the past, no, now ye BBC, now ye take this type of breakfast, now ye take this lunch, now bibiaba between lunch and then dinner and so on and so forth. Weekend now ye see the way anyamanu. Eteno or say ye ABCD a film. Eye nyame pe na di nyama sanjina ye a ye den ye de beba. Me sure say wo manumu ana ibusuafo no reasonable and sensible. There will be very minimal resistance.
Okay.
Even though enye ebinumu de, but there will be minimal resistance. Dan say wa kotena ho because what you say afedi your bank account no about down unti to me then
so you engage them.
Surely there will be engagement. Friday my chief director HRO to, for example, the GFA say in 10 o'clock omuma yenye meeting or ministries conference. Part of the engagement process. Before me swearing in Ghana, we've had some unofficial engagement and briefing. So it's a matter of understanding.
Okay.
Even the playing body will have to engage. Maybe conditions be in the past, yet maybe ene may not be possible. And I believe say who engage you nanti asiye ba, they will still play for their nation. They will still play for their nation without all those other things. You say maybe appearance fee and all those kind of things. You know, look, those players also love their country.
Am I getting the impression say BBT say appearance fee 100,000 your co-work up $100,000 appearance fee for each player for management committee members and no sano. At your time, you be here for winning bonus of $10,000, and then you never
I will not
engage them.
I will not answer a direct question to that. And America said there will be engagement. There's going to be engagement. If we engage, because you need to put everything at their disposal. Maybe now be me can't say, oh, Jai players in my me too, I will engage them.
They'll be part of that.
I'll be part of the engagement.
But the $100,000
I will lay bare the issues. I will lay bare the issues. Like I said, we are a ifia engagement, part and parcel of the processes of taking care of a family. This is a family. Yeah, your mind.
Yeah.
There should be engagement and there should be reasonability. Who engage with all the things are here available? Now still, son or more can. That's for the playing body. But more emotion on Sunny dear. On the Ehodia, you will be ka.
But Umbasa catch your football people back at the Sika, FIFA, and you're the until I don't know better.
I know Cressa FIFA, Eboy. But before FIFA, FIFA, Omono move maintaining pitches now, ball, no maintaining.
Debbie.
Buses now, mobile FIFA, NA.
Debbie.
Qualifiers now, ball, Spain is a FIFA na Edeba. So, answer na FIFA de Bibi Bebano. Na ya then, na ya spending on minus cash. Yes, Spania, and ye debia na yes Spania, ye qualify.
Yeah.
To say, ye call AFCON ye, yan Spaniska.
Yes, spending power.
Ye qualify, yan qualify ye benya BB.
Debbie.
The 2018 Russia, host World Cup.
Yanko.
Yan Spaniska during the qualifiers. Yanko ni yenya BB. Why no Spanish ask can FIFA?
Abaino.
Enya buying. So Abaye Lucy 2018. and you say 2022 you to me call Qatar na say FIFA ema wo bibia eno nche say ene de free sika bi na e free baby abeto ho. We have spent over the period in building these things, in even sometimes building the playing body from the junior levels. Now what spending in different ways.
Okay.
Before omo eba bedru the professional point omo bebo. So there is expenditure that is incurred by the state.
But aban no one national team for revenue, onye from faso, and responsibility. And say aban ye ekwan into aye kwan we
ekwan wo ye no. Wo ye as responsibility at the same time no e say eboa oman no kanko.
Okay.
So wo be ye kwan a emwa wo kanko, there's no need for you to do it. That's why and so now we construct there are factors that we consider the economic value of the road.
Okay.
The risk opposite to nipa or use kwano. These are two key factors. And of course the availability of funds. Key economic value. Two risk. So 1 year a day since na edebe or more then they use it. And well, you may construct a road not because you want but it must have an impact. And you say you are needing a free baby but failure instead say you are not a best spend 2 weeks on the road, you know. So see idea within a day, you know, a beba. Say car now a quack of 5 bad because a quite no in car no best say. And the car owner know the cost to know the cost of transportation and you bet charge you more. I feel you bet charge less.
Okay.
And baby you are no banu, you are no bonus by then from. So there may not be direct
benefits,
but there's so many indirect benefits. Anything that America earlier say, sports has its business part.
Okay.
It contributes to GDP. It contributes to GDP. And he said, there were other sports to also develop. Now, Obakwa, Yedi Sika Keshem, Omukonya Bibi. Now, feel say, oh, Mina Menya, and Timenkwa na media. Now, Ubema, Omo Makano, Ombebre. Again, it is say, maybe you are investing in one person. You pion, you are Tony and Kuku, you are Tony and Goody Bibia, Edwaku school. Say, who ya? Now we shall say, who ye, Jumana, Winya Bibia, Ubeboa, in your no more Mwaka, no, Musso, Ichiba, no, Musa, then, or Musa, but now fade away, we will see you know, Mena Mako Misuku, and Timijima Kitia. There's no reason why I was saying, me boa more Mwaka. Now, so you're the Busianing in Anna Yakabum,
yeah, they are support. I get your point.
Sika, yeah, they boa, maybe the senior team and now in football, no, eh, or minister. It could have gone to other sports, but you say, okay, ahano, there was some advantage. Until you boa the chances of getting some support, no, so, high. Until you lucky na say a bar, we should be able to plow it into other areas.
Okay.
And your platform say, you bet it. Say, sana kosodia, muna more ecosystem, no, as we say it. Say, sana, say, ni amokano, sana tibia, and there is wrong.
Okay,
we have to stop.
Okay,
because na say enya sa na etiswa me magana for to say dey enya sa na omo ye no e ba e o mine na efa.
Okay,
now omo di enya o say omo.
No, but for that one they say you practical example the last World Cup.
Well, I want to get there and see things for myself.
Very well. So a network engagement as well. I am getting the impression say who engage with the FND definitely because you are what the guy come here to say you scrutinize the appointment of the technical team. You do mabeka hono. It's an engagement. The best started from there, and of course, who leads us for the rest of the qualification? Say Otuado na ne die ko na an engagement na bebem.
Say more information. Say we are engaging. The engaging we are. Ni awo say ye di tuja no. Ye di be tuja. Ni awo say ye di tuja ni ye di be tuja.
Because almost you one technical person to coach asem de untimi kedi.
And America say ye engaging we are. Nya engagement ni nya ebe fimu abano nya wo say ye di tuja no ye di betuja
the relationship ben na person who between who and the FA because a minister be aba FA president ya no so tia we anim hwa ha na we anim hwa ha no ono kra do so onya opportunity say we dibre en fama na and ko be dissolve the Ghana Football Association no relationship ben na yen expect from
me position and say me kanu earlier say me who obia say or no your problem.
Okay.
Bibi higher. Yepe akwanchre, yepe say you solve this problem. I see everybody as part of the solution.
Okay.
That's my approach. And to me who if no say no your problem. I don't see them like that. I feel say yet around the table you bet me aka ho the solution to your problem.
Very well.
So that is my approach. And the main man say when I wear obi a oye boni. And the yentu mo fangu so
okay.
Na yempamu free ho there be.
Okay.
They say, what did Christ say? He said, he that has sinned not before should cast the first stone.
Yeah.
In our fields of work, maybe we have failed in one time or the other. But your man opportunity, you may end up also excelling. So, now you analyze it. Well, you took this decision. You sent these people home, but you kept this person. What was the reason?
Okay.
Is it justifiable? If it's justifiable, fine. But say out of that, you have justification for other consideration. Then we all say, we will arrive at that.
Very well.
So I'm not seeing anybody as a problem, even though I know there's a problem.
Okay.
But my approach is say, I don't see you because I feel say you too, you have some passion and energy in you, which me are contributing. So that is the approach. Maybe the GFA or the FA, I go for Kasa.
Yeah.
I go for easy issues. And no more Kasa. I have heard all those things. But me, I don't see them as the problem.
Okay.
We will engage.
Okay.
And the outcomes of the engagement, and mostly it is after you give the opportunity. Of course, your period you need. We don't have time.
Time in your class.
And your period those kind of engagement. A true point to be that say you still don't want to be and no. When we see you as a problem, then you don't blame anybody. Okay. And yes, sir, Maka said, who is a problem? Who is a problem? Today, you continue to be a problem forever. No, there will be a point.
Okay.
Where if you are not willing to be part of the solution, then you'll be treated as a problem that must be dealt with in the course of dealing with the solution.
I get your point. Because as a listening leader there, I am sure said your inability to qualify for Morocco 2025, what? And the Ghana for be a can say Otuado na problem into one no. Be sure say also what is your position on that?
Well, I have said we will engage. Well, okay, I say technical persons. So there are a number of technical advisors available to me, and we are in a course consulting.
Okay.
You're consulting, you're engaging with the FE now. We will arrive at a decision whether near Ewo Hono is good to go with enhancements.
Okay.
And now, oh no, or say, yes, out of all those engagements, we arrive at a decision now. Because me too, I will be extremely happy. Say, Yentumianko Afcon, Yebeko World Cup.
Yeah.
Na Yenko Keke. Yebeko Aboatra, our last record at South Africa 2010.
Okay.
That would be my joy.
So what specially
Bibia, well, anything be share engagement. That's it. And we will engage. And I believe say look, they may not talk about it publicly. They may sure say akoye ferry amaye, like for the first time in many years at African level, football Asia, Ghana
yeah.
And Ghana be kokra ye kahuna say ye koye the last one na group stage no na ya parking yama yentumi anhye bia. it doesn't speak well. People are not just happy, and I believe, being the human psychologist, that sometimes I believe say or more in charge, you know. If they have some conscience, would also know say a idea or say ye baby. Yes, sir. We can continue doing the same thing and expect a different results. The leader, mother, you'll have to do something different. So we befa the same route now. So now no, ufa ho unanti without balancing and ne ho yetro. Uti to yen. Next time, ufa ho we are you say unkofa baby for we befa ho biuma. Or say we use step in such a way say. Then won't think because you know the condition of the road. So okay. I don't want to preempt and start indicating out there say you better say and I don't think we share one. So you are already indicating to the public say now the engagement will be useless per se.
Minister Manfo Kase Yentmian qualify for this AFCON because we heard the history of a year Ghana since 2004. No, every other AFCON be a qualified call. To say none of the Yentmian qualify. I'm for say Yentmian qualify. I think a call for the head of some people within the federation leadership because Oma fail it big time. What is AFCON yard?
Well, people do things for many reasons because I quite to say Yenimu Eko Apami. Say Munyesi and Vamaya and Timuntimia Yedia and ye Mumfanto Hona Namonko. They are not wrong in thinking that way.
Okay.
If you also are a DNA and Tia young Koso, maybe there will be something there bigger than Nianayenim. Again, meaning say Kasa Bebri Akoso. Now I am the Minister for Sports and Recreation, so I need to be careful. Miameka Ewo Abonting and Sana engagement Akoso.
Okay.
So as much as possible, no, whilst it is the right of Ghana. Again, meaning say Kasa Bebri Akoso. Now I am the Minister for Sports and Recreation, so I need to be careful. Miameka Ewo Abonting and Sana engagement Akoso.
Okay.
So as much as possible, no, whilst it is the right of Ghanaians to be angry, so Omeka say, "Muntimi amfa yan konti, mun free her and so on and so forth." No? I, as a minister, no, I need to have some level of what engagement.
Okay.
Before I say me join it, so type of conversation. Then they say that, but I'm no more the minister. So it should be like decisions out of engagement. Memeka omo omunya sa access no. Zena me kebi. So mumma yenye engagement.
Okay.
Now out of the engagement
okay. There are discussions over the corridors of the FSA.
Ticket is a no. President Naka. And once the president have authorized us, we too must make sure say it trickle down to everywhere. It must trickle down to everywhere.
But national team too quite. I have more charter flights at the moment. In first class, baby.
Well, say charter flight in the then yeah charter flight. So I know the space in India.
Okay.
So that one it is a chartered flight. Now mostly chartered flights now able using the crown. There will be no like anything like first class. Okay. Usually when you go to the ticketing companies, you know, more plane a kesia maybe first class business and sana economy premium all the way to the last, but which are usually a smaller size plane if you hokra one can business and share that in a few seats, business seats, and then a lot of them are economy seats because such chartered flights normally for shorter routes, and our routes are any direct flights are air commercial. You have to go through so many complex routine, and so now could do venue center.
Matthew say Black Galaxies 2022 bonuses no still I am say nyanko.
Oh, bonuses there baby. Coaches cry you don't even see they are kono cry.
Any ono what be two problem ba?
Well, we will see what we can do.
Hey. Ekawo. But on our final question, Black Stars in 2 kwanya. Black Stars in 2 kwanya.
Yeah, no final, mommy.
Me final me who the time now so. Black Stars in 2 kwanya no be 2 kwanya.
Well, it depends. There will be some occasions that if it becomes necessary, but regular. There will be occasions that if it becomes very necessary, why not? But you're not a technical person.
Okay.
Whatever psyching that you need to do, you can do it before then. But in the course of maybe the competition, you say you show your face. Why not? You have to be there. If your presence will add value to the participation, why not? Every trip that the minister will embark, you must assess the necessity, the value of it.
Okay.
Whether in Yana say no keke. No. So oh no. Being already now, I don't like traveling. Traveling is not part of my hobby. I remember those times with President Rawlings. Do a visas in USA now person over renew them so that I to be back. Now, we see visa. Because one time he has to call the one embassy that night to make sure the next day I got visa and to follow up. so we will go only when we have to go, when it becomes necessary.
But Ghana for some country say the only way we have massive support from Ghanaians. Say we be making sure say any would be a crown a bit too room. I'm yet to qualify for the World Cup. That one, that assurance must be given to Ghanaians. Say and no dear, Ubenya ye maximum support in and out.
Nia also me as sports minister. Nia buying also we will do it and even do it more. But I pray say knowing the players so almost committed. Nyame Eddie Bonibia yaye hunu or the better
okay.
Ama akwanu then Eddie amaye say yana yaye hu boni say binumu na omo edikan ebo ball ne maye yaye hunu boni bi na omo aka bibi egu yeso a nti a enko de we ayekwa ye besre say onfa moma yemfa nche ye hu na ye nyina yemfa akumapa infantile yen teams no yen national teams no, not just Black Stars, the female teams, the male teams ni now at all levels yemfa akumapa infantile muichi na nkunimde ne ye den embra say obi afa ho ebufuo because ya ye ne bibi nti de bia ne mpa ebo ne say enye ye mfa amade sana nipa no say utie mi a me sre no
ene oni pa manager de free ne Abdulsalam nyina nkasa
oma ye mfa nche na ye mfa akoma ba akon
okay
mfa ntechi muso a moye nsenchirofo a moye sports related no so meaning say yes as for criticizing no eno na ema yegina yiye we welcome it but mumma yen no in such a way so say ebeboa sports development no bibi ye boni a yenka papa so a yebeye a ebema yakoyi ni so yenka the way sometimes you praise the EPLs the other leagues La Liga and any keka hono nyina no yen ye bibi so kakra sa from yen local ones
okay 10% betting tax in the mission de obetwa be share sports fund mummy abolishing keke
no on winnings we are abolishing it policy
Enti ha ɛna mede dwumadi no nyinaa ɛbɛsi Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu ɛna Dominic nso design thumbnails edit to video we so Solomon Kwadwo Asante na medine your all nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports. Menko comment box ni mu na mema obibia special shoutouts. Olembe Wahab, Beatrice Yaboa, Nyankopon hira mu nyina. Royal Star, Nyankopon nya okese. DJ Fresh Canada, onso Nyankopon nya okese. Mami hwedi we na membo ne ye. Okay, we Article Philip, onso ye super fantastic. Dache hene Nyankopon enya okese. Sanso na Samuel Nkroma Bonsu, we heavy papa. Albert Nkum, Nyankopon nya okese. Ofosu Prosper Dortmore, Nyankopon nya okese. Mr. Bronzy, John Afo, close to Albert Nkum, Hudu Aminu, Nyankopon nya onso okese. Rufai Abdullahi, Edward Parperson, edinwe so, na ho se Kennedy ka ho. Okay, Pu Eriba Kennedy, onso Nyankopon nya okese. Mesa no mo share e was subsequent videos more. Until we meet again on this platform. It's bye for now.